I know. Thank you, Todd. I know this whole time. I know this whole time. I ain't just stunt and do all that good stuff that I was doing. Y'all, I was showing a video. I'm glad I recorded myself because I'm upset. I'm upset. I didn't even know my phone, my thing was muted, y'all. I be forgetting to turn the camera and the sound back on. Y'all, I was so happy about Pisces season, and y'all missed my whole synopsis. I have to play it back for y'all because I did do my thing, but I'm gonna put it on when I put I have to share it because you know it's Pisces season. Now I got to start over, and it's not, you know, when it's original, it be so good. Anywho, we're gonna talk about the positives and the negatives of Pisces, y'all. But welcome to our season. We are starting off Pisces season on SW Live. We actually on the show on the beginning of Pisces season. I feel good about that. So the reason why I don't own the rights to this music was flashing across the screen is because you know, it's Pisces season and they not like us. So I just had to go ahead and just play that real quick to get the party started because we got a quick show today, but it's going to be a show completely to give you a little bit more for all the Pisces, you know. They already know who they are. But you know, some of us we do have a problem with accepting certain things about ourselves. But I'm gonna give you a little bit of insight on being a Pisces and what we are, who we are, where we come from, what we got going on, all that good stuff. And because we're gonna talk about the positives and the negatives of Pisces. And again, like I said earlier, when y'all guys didn't get to hear me, there aren't any the negatives that come along with the Pisces are things that we do to ourselves. It's things that we have to be accountable for. It's not things that we do to other people. So you won't hear a list of negatives that are going to be like down talking or downplaying on a Pisces like that. It's going to be things that only hinder us and stop us and hold us back and do all that stuff. Like it's our negatives affect us. So yeah, let's jump into the show. Whew. All right. Like all signs, their personality is complex. Pisces are known for being incredibly creative, empathetic, and generous, but they can also suffer from being overly emotional, impressionable, and closed off. Pisces effortlessly, Pisces effortlessly adapts to their surroundings, no matter where we are. We're an adapting sign. We can be in any place, anytime. We can hang out anywhere. Which is why our friendship circle isn't just it's a unique circle. It's people of all kinds of people. We all have we got certain commonalities, but it's a mixed set of people because our creative sides draw us to different people. So with that being said, we'll end up either like we'll either start like being drawn to what if your poetic side or your financial side where you are hustling, you know how to do this, so because we into that, so we we want to learn a little bit more, or we're gonna make it happen together. The side that where we always aiming for more and trying to get more and trying to be better and all that stuff, like whatever things that we have in common that draw us to you it's because of those things, you know what I'm saying? But we're very adaptive to anywhere that we go. We can be in these places, be with these people who we have nothing in common with because we don't know them, or we don't know that we have anything in common with them because we're just there right now at that time. However, we still are we are with certain people in certain rooms, and we can get into those rooms, and our character and our personality traits allow us to shift. It's like a shape shifting situation. You know what I'm saying? We can be anywhere, everywhere, however we need to be. Now, I'm not one of those people that equate a person to the traits of their signs to define them, but we have to be realistic about how, when, and where we were born. We do have to be realistic about that. We do have a lot of things that are connecting us to the time of the evening that, or the time of the day that we were born, how the moon was, how the stars were aligned in the sky. Like, different things do have some type of resounding effect on how we act, the way we act, and why we act the way we act. You know what I'm saying? It matters. So, but it also means more than you know. And today we're going to talk about how the Pisces sign fits into the element of all the other signs. Okay. So yes, our dates run through 219 through 320. We here. Y'all can go ahead and get used to it, because one thing about us, and this, I want to say this, because one thing about Pisces, especially if you get you a good Pisces, now if you get you a good one, you in real good company, you're in real good grace. One thing about us is that we're very celebratory of the people in our lives. We love hard. We have connections that are deeper than what other people will understand. We have the connections sometimes that we create with other people. Outside people will never get that picture or understand why it's like that, because we have a different connection with anybody that we come into come into contact with, especially if they become someone that we are about to be friends with, or they're about to be a family member or something like that. All those different things do matter. You know what I'm saying? But any of whatever we got going on with our connections with people is a whole lot of the reason why people why we don't understand that we will celebrate you and uplift you and do all of that. But it would y'all don't realize, a lot of y'all don't realize that when it does become a Pisces turn, it get real quiet. That's why they end up changing their mind so much about how they want to celebrate themselves, because the people around them ain't giving that extra hype and giving that extra fancy. Not the way y'all giving it for when, you know what I'm saying? We're very celebratory of people. We give off all that. But it's not we always have to be the ones that are hyping ourselves up. You know what I'm saying? So we don't get that. We don't get that whole boost and push just because we're the sign that delivers it and make sure that you straight and everybody straight around us. It's a little bit half-assed when it comes to the other side. So, but also you have to show people how to celebrate you. You have to show people how to treat you too. So if you're doing that, because I will say within my circle, if I'm whatever type of mood I'm in about my birthday, baby, they gonna be in that mood with me. You know what I'm saying? But it ain't always just like that. You know what I'm saying? Because I know me, I'm excited all month, from March all the way until it's my birthday, even when Pisces season start. But I let our February Pisces go ham, do their thing, enjoy themselves, celebrate them, lift them up. But baby, when March roll in, baby, I try to uplift Shell. You know what I'm saying? I try to give myself that, because because you're so encouraging to other people. It has to be a point where you just say, I have to take the time to give me some of that juice. Because we're very good to people. We have very good solace, very good hearts, very good souls, very good spirits, all that. Especially if you get your good Pisces. I'm gonna say that because cheers to the good ones. It's Pisces season. All right. Some of the personality traits of a Pisces. Pisces are lips a little crusty right now. Pisces are characterized by their creativity and imagination. They are also compassionate and loving individuals. Their emotional sensitivity is high, and they are often in tune with others' feelings. This, however, can leave vulnerable criticism. Pisces worry a lot about their actions and how their actions affect others, which is why we do a lot of thinking before we say certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like, we choose our words wisely. Now, some of us, we get to a point where they be like, I'm not saying nothing nice no more. This is where I am. Okay, well then that's just what it is. Then they're gonna get the blood rawness of that. But for the ones who still trying to walk lightly with the people, because they get ruthless over here. It get ruthless. So just like always stay always stay on their good side. Like just be real and be good to them, and they're gonna always be the same way to you, because if the cutoff is gonna be a nice cutoff, it's gonna be swift, but it's gonna be like they don't want it's done. Like you don't have to reach back out. And a lot of times nobody's ready to really let go of a good Pisces. All right. Pisces also do not like to be touched. Pushed into doing things. We're our own. We're gonna go where we want to go. We're gonna move how we want to move. We're gonna do everything we want to do. We don't need all that extra in the background talking about you ain't gonna do that. Look, we gonna do what we gonna do. Don't be acting like you peer pressuring me. When Pisces finally decide to make their move, they're prepared to give everything they have and work tirelessly until the task is complete. That's one of those negatives that I was telling you about. Because sometimes sometimes you'll do that and it'll be with somebody or you'll be doing something that that doesn't have a good ending, and you still do it anyway because you already know. They thrive on spontaneity and love to go with the flow. Their intuition also helps guide them and others effortlessly. Pisces is the most gentle of all signs, and these sensitive souls trust that kindness will prevail even in the face of darkness and hardship. And I can ultimately agree with that. Like, I don't care if I'm having 100 bad days, I ain't having a bad day. Like, I don't know. I can't allow and most of the people I know like this too. Most of the Pisces that I know are just like this. Like, it could be so, and we could probably have, like, during our dark times, have $20 in our pocket and still living like we got hundreds and thousands. You know what I'm saying? Because moving, like, allowing a financial distress to be something that takes your happiness away or your energy away, it might have you depleted a little bit, which makes you want to go and be around people. But a lot of times it has you in a state of get back. So you don't want to be around nobody anyway. But we're not sad. We're still hopeful. We're speaking positive to people. We ain't trying to shit on other people's day. We're not we're literally great people. We're literally great people. No. They are the most sensitive of all signs, though. Remember that part. We are the most sensitive. We are. The positive traits of Pisces. There is hardly more of an artistic sign than a Pisces. So we're very artistic. We have creativity in many, many ways. These personalities are not satisfied with the traditional solution of the problems and will rather look for an unpredictable alternative. All right. And we're not going to always stick to the rules. We're going to find ways around certain things because it is another way. Who said that's the only way? And our imaginations are very vivid. We do a lot of dreaming. Our hobbies include being creative as well as being open to fresh ideas, depending on how practical they are, especially if they suit us. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a good trait. That's a good trait. Empathy. Other people's emotions are even more important for the two fish than their own ones. Sometimes we take on too much with empathetic situations, and I think that we'll get too deep in sometime before we realize that how far in we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get too caring, you get too deep. You want to find solutions for something else that ain't got nothing to do with you, and you still doing it. you gotta take a step back a little bit because it's not your fight. And sometimes that be other people's things because it's their thing. It's not for you to interfere with. It's their thing. It's all the way theirs. Okay. Generosity. Would you meet a selfless person to rely on? That's a Pisces. That we're perfect matches for this description. Very generous. And our hearts are very big especially when it comes to other people's needs and things of that nature. Intuition. The impact of two planets and interest in everything mysterious makes Pisces very intuitive. We rely on our inner senses and make a decision, and we're very successful with that. There are things we all have weaknesses. We all fall short in different areas, but we're pretty successful with what our senses tell us and how our senses make us feel. We're pretty successful with that. Sensitivity. It is impossible to imagine Pisces description without sensitive characteristics. They feel they feel things, I meant to say, quite deeply and react to everything emotionally. I'm not really like that though. I feel things quite deeply, but I'm not an emotional reactor. Sometimes I'm told that I'm a harsh reactor, and even in my own situation, I can be very, very harsh. So how I treat myself is more than likely how I'm gonna treat other people. So, yeah, if I could be harsh to myself in certain responses and reactions, and some of the people who I deal with they probably get that of me too. I would not even lie and say they don't. They get that. I think they get that reaction. I'm not a very soft, sensitive person. I really don't believe in a whole lot of sensitivity. Devotion. If you look for a devoted sign in astrology, there is hardly any other sign than the fish that meets this requirement. These people are devoted to a T, and that is a negative trait. Like I said, our negatives impact us more. We're too devoted sometimes. I know this. I know this. Yeah. So yeah, we're too devoted sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Um, Compassion. Pisces happily demonstrates sympathy and concern towards the suffering of others, and they never leave others in need, and are people who learn how to turn your sadness to happiness. We work hard on that. Like, even if it's just for the moment, we need you to be happier. Put your stake out there, state what's on your mind, state what's bothering you, state what's, hurting you. But also make sure you have a resolution or you're looking to seek one and work toward one. Don't sit up there and have 100 complaints and you ain't got nothing that's going on. So our compassion comes off in different ways. You know what I'm saying? Like, different ways, pretty different ways. Harsh, nah. What would you call it, then, D? How do you think I respond in my responses if you don't think it's harsh? I think that was sarcasm. I really feel like that was sarcasm because I'm a little harsh. I can say that. Inspiration. We can inspire others, and it's a great benefit of theirs. They're wonderful. Theirs, when I say theirs, I mean us. Us being inspiring is a really good benefit for us. Our intuition and support can help to subdue the highest peaks, and it helps others to be creative and encourage them to be better at who they're trying to be. Because a lot of times I tell people, even in my sessions, people they know what the outcome is that they're searching for, and some of them just don't know the path to get there. Your path may be different than what you've seen. Your path may be different than what you've heard or even studied. But having that opportunity to say, this is not something that I can do that way. I've been trying. I done took this road, and every road has left me turning off or breaking off to what I'm trying to get to. I need a little assistance on getting there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get that inspiration, and we can help give you that direction too. But it's all about what you're seeking and how you're seeking it. Forgiveness. We never hold a grudge for a long time. We try to let the problems Problems go away and forgive others. But since we get moody even without reasons, we need to adapt to other unpleasant situations easier. Yeah. Okay, well, straight up, I'll take that. So direct. I'm direct then. Okay. I can take that. I definitely believe in that. Definitely believe in that. Yes, I do. Um, we do adapt to unpleasant situations easier, but the thing about us is that just because we don't require more, it doesn't mean that we don't deserve more. So don't put people in situations where they got to choose between their sanity and being with you, because you know, maybe when I was 21, I probably was like, okay, being with you is important, but now my sanity is, so I'm gonna always choose my sanity at this point in my life. So when you put people in situations where they got to choose between, Pisces don't like that. We just like you to be up front and direct with us, because we're going to choose us. Romanticism. If you learn Pisces closer, you will see that they seem to be from previous centuries, and people tell us that all the time. Y'all so old school. What planet are you from? They like everything traditional and natural, as well as enjoy to love to be, and we love to be loved. Our sensitive nature makes us whine when we are moved to. If we don't like something, we're gonna let you know. Albeit our facial expressions, our tone change. If we don't want to be touched, whatever, you're gonna, and then that'll, it leads to conversation, but you will know. It's not going to be a secret. So yeah, don't hold back from us either, but just be respectful with it, because my delivery, especially with my mate, is pretty good. I'm telling you, I'm a whole lot more tamed in my older age. I worked hard to get here. A natural healer. One of the greatest features of a Pisces is our ability to heal the wounds of others. We are excellent supporters and can treat both physical and emotional traumas. Believe that. Believe that. Believe that. Telling you. Moreover, we never leave people in need alone, and we're ready to help others without any rewards. Makes us pretty special. But yeah, we're definitely there for physical and emotional traumas, and we can help heal. And we're excellent supporters. We're gonna break our back to try to be everywhere we can be. Sometimes we overexert ourselves, but we're gonna try. We're gonna try to get to be in that space where we're trying to get to. Wherever y'all at, we're gonna try to get there, because we care. Because we care. Okay. Strength. Despite being sensitive and emotional, Pisces personalities are very enduring, and we can withstand difficulties, and we help others too. Negative traits. Those are all our positive traits. Negative traits. Too many motherfucking emotions. That's the first one off top. And it's a distraction. It's a distraction. Because when you know how you should be responding to a situation, you let all these emotions come to the forefront of your head, and you start letting them clog your mind and make you start questioning what you knew you should have said. That first thought sometimes be what you should have said. And we always backtrack or whatever, and don't let that first thought come to our forefront. We always thinking about another person's feelings, but they trying you, and they saying stuff that they shouldn't be saying, and you just want to end the conversation because your bluntness and your straightforwardness and your directness will seal the deal if you really said what you really wanted to say. But because you was pushed into this corner with all these emotions that came to your forefront and started talking to you and telling you, that's not what you should say. That's not what you should say. That's not what you should say. You end up not saying it. And they be around for another 4 years. You got to speak up. Ease of being cheated. Our desire to see the best things in other people makes the fish very impressionable individuals. We trust others without any suspicions and often suffer from their frivolity. Any pressure of strong people is accepted as a command for them, and they easily agree with them without any doubt. Now, what the problem with is with the Pisces that we don't think we're gonna get cheated on. It ain't got nothing to do that with the whole fact that we don't have any suspicions. We just don't feel like you what? You finna do what? You was doing what? Oh, you was cheating? Oh wow. On me? Because one thing, the reason why we feel that way is because we know that when we're in a relationship, we're giving our all. You're getting so much 100% of us now, and then you taking all of that and you decide that you want to go and interlope that with something else, and then we never gonna suspect it because we're not looking for nothing. We're not suspicious. We're not checking phones. We're not keeping tabs. We're not doing all that because you going with us anyway. You're gonna still be the same way every time on every level. You're gonna still come home on time. You're gonna still do all of that. So we're not thinking that you would cheat on me. This is what we're saying. So finding out about it is going to be something that may deeply hurt us because we're thinking to ourselves that, we handling this shit. We handling this. You know what I'm saying? So it's a surprise. It's a surprise. It's a surprise. Closing off. This is another negative. Giving care to others is much easier for a Pisces than getting it. I just said that about our birthdays, how people celebrate us and how they don't celebrate us. We're the ones that always have to start it off. We feel discouraged by the desire of other people helping us because the opportunity for them to help us is very distant and few. The main reason is the no desire of other people to understand the real wishes of is that we like to separate ourselves from everyone in the world and close off to protect ourselves from people who will try to hurt us. We would rather not we would rather not invite you into our world and you know something about us because we're not the type of people who finna throw some shit back in your face. That's why we're people that you come talk. That's why we're people that people come talk to because you'll never hear what you told me from nobody else. You'll never see it. You'll never hear it. You'll never know nobody will never know anything about that conversation. But we don't feel the same trust and security in certain things and certain people. So we don't give it and allow them to have that. We give enough. We give enough. The trust that we have to maintain with the people that we already love and care about, we give enough. Because that the amount that we let you in on is sacred already. And you think you're gonna get 100%? The only time you're gonna get that 100% of us saying is you get us to a point where we can be vulnerable. And most times then nobody wants to let you get to that point with them as a Pisces because they've been broken. They've been broken. Somebody has broken them and put them in a place where they will not trust. Not at that point. Trust to a fault is what everyone will get in the world with a Pisces. But a person that can get uncontrollable trust from you, you got to make a person really love and trust who you are. Okay. So that closing off is deep. That closing off is real deep with us. Wilderness. Being influenced by everything mystical and spiritual. We love that shit there. We're interested in mysterious things and and it seems strange to others, but we're just very spiritual people. We just have a very deep spiritual connection to things. We're open to learning about other things. We don't just close ourselves off to one type of way. We open up our palette to see what we can learn more from that. You know what I'm saying? There are even people who consider these personalities wild to some extent and believe it is easy to find an approach to them, because a lot of people don't know how to just be open to what's out there. It's just so many different ways to just be accepting of that commonality. If a person has that wilderness mindset and they're willing to learn different things and willing to step out and try different things, that's somebody that you want to be around. That's somebody that you need in your life, because those things that you're not even thinking about can be helpful to your life or can help you expound and expand. A Pisces is gonna show you why it is. And if you pushing off from growing, we can't stay around you too long. We can't stay around you too long now. Because we don't like negative. A person who always got an excuse when somebody gave you a solution, I don't want. That'd be hard to be around. It give me like it make me feel weird to be around somebody who just sitting up there spouting out negatives, and I'm sitting up here like super positive. I'm over here, the way I'm talking to you about it, I'm like vibed out too, and I'm like, and girl, we can go and do it this way, and and everything you just and I noticed that every response you got is, how though? Why would you do it like that? What's going on? What will make you, baby? I will pack up my little knapsack real quick and get up out of there, or I'm gonna stop talking to you and move somewhere else. That's that. Well, don't you want that type of mindset where people go to the extent to try to get you to another place? You should want somebody around you like that. That's important. Moodiness. Moodiness. One of the negatives of our traits is our tendency to have a bad mood, and it just be there. It don't even be like a real reason. Our facial expressions just be looking that way, and we could be feeling good inside. You know what I'm saying? We're influenced easily, and we have to calm down. Sometimes we get really, really excited about something, and it don't go the way we want that shit to go. Give us time. Give us time. Just give us a little time. Our sudden changes in mood can be absolutely without reason. So people who surround us should be rather patient and understanding. And most people know that about us. And that's why a lot of time we do not come around people when we feel a certain type of way. We'll figure it out. And then once we get all that figured out, we'll slide in there and slide out. But nah, we don't want to be moody. So we just let us, if something just disappointed us, just give us time. Just give us time. Okay. Laziness. It is very important to motivate Pisces. They lose their desire to do anything. They can complete some work and tick, but it does not mean that the quality of the work may be high. If the Pisces feel unable to complete a task, they will easily withdraw from it instead of asking for help. And that's why I don't do things that I don't like to do, because that I will do that. I'll clock out on you. If it's not my interest and you got me consumed with something that I know ain't my interest, I'll clock out. Yeah, I'm only focused on the things that I like when it comes to my creative side. I can't really do a lot of things that I'm not interested in and be very, very diligent about it. That's why I even work jobs that I know I like, because I clock out. I literally blank out. All right. Idealism. A desire for strict requirements to others makes representations of this sign vulnerable. We often feel betrayed or hurt if someone does not meet our expectations. In that part right there, I think that just varies amongst us, because I have zero expectations for people. I don't even, because I don't want you letting me down. So I have zero expectations. I won't even desire expectations from nobody. What you show me is what I believe. telling me some shit. I ain't on that. I'm going by everything these eyes see, not what my ears hear. No, I'm going by what I see. So expectations is low budget for me. But I do know that a lot of people do have expectations. A lot of Pisces do have expectations. I've spoken to lots of them. When they meet people and that person has presented them with the quality controls, this is everything I am. I promise you straight. And then you turn on them. Because a Pisces is not going to believe that they're the reason that you turned on them. They're not going to believe that. So if you did something and you turned, it's on you. You did it. You did something wrong. We escape. It often happens that we're called an escapist. We could travel in our dreams, endlessly paying no attention to our surroundings. Even if we manage to focus them on a problem, we can easily slip into another place in a matter of seconds. That's how I would be on a job that I ain't got no commitment to, or with somebody that I don't love. That's what I would be. I would escape. I would escape. The positive traits of a Pisces dominate our astrological description. However, many of our positive qualities go beyond the limits and become our downfalls, because some of our positive qualities are where we allow people to be in our lives for too long, take advantage of the things that we do have to offer, where we allow things to happen that we know shouldn't be happening. That does a lot to our to our downfalls. We create those, and the list of our qualities serve as a challenge to many people, and it requires a lot of people to work on themselves, and it makes us work on ourselves because we're getting our people to work on themselves. So the quality of who you're dealing with when you're dealing with a Pisces is a top tier. Number one, you're gonna get some top tier lifestyles. You're gonna have some top tier shit going on in your life. You're gonna do top tier things. You're gonna have top tier conversations. Like, they just make you feel like they put you on a pedestal, and then you end up showing them people who you really are, and then that pedestal starts to fade. But for the most part, if you're dealing with a Pisces and you're doing everything right with them, and because if you get with one that's really, really founded in who they are as a person, you win. You win. It's quality shit over here. You win. Okay. It's just so many things that I can say about us that makes me realize that we are really, really dope people. But there are other things that makes me wonder how long it takes some of us, wonder why it takes some of us so long to know that our dopeness is there. Because again, you don't have the right type of people in your life encouraging you and giving you that rah-rah when you need that rah-rah. If, as a Pisces, knowing that we are very celebratory of others and the people who we love, knowing that, and you send up and you not getting that same thing in return, this is the year that we starting to shake that shit off. This season is not going to be the season of allowing just inconsistent shit in our lives. You got to get rid of it, because the happiness that we seek is definitely in this season. All right. I love y'all, man. I told y'all it was gonna be a quick show, but I just want to. Before I go, let me see if I can play my video, because let me tell y'all something. I don't like that. My phone was playing around on me. I don't know. Let me see if it's gonna play for y'all. Hey, it's Pisces season. This is how we had walked into the show. Yes, y'all better believe it. All season long. Anybody who got a problem with a Pisces, baby, put your earmuffs on, your earphones, whatever you need to do to cover your ears. Wear you some hater blockers, put you some shades on, do what you must do. Because what is going to happen this season is going to be a lot of happiness. We're going to be happy. We happy. We bring good energy, so we want to have good energy for ourselves. And if you coming around with any negative denominators to do anything to change the happiness that will be bestowed upon you by a Pisces, stay the hell away. My people, y'all enjoy this season. I'm gonna see y'all again this Pisces season. But for my people, enjoy this season. Y'all have a great evening. Thank y'all for tuning in. Stay the fuck. What you say? I'm telling you, don't bring that energy over here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Y'all enjoy y'all evening though. Peace, my people.